things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
These are things that are bugging you, dear friends of the program, things that are in your life and they're just a constant irritant. Sometimes they're even more than an irritant. They make you sad or depressed, and you say, these things must go. Maybe if I send it to Radio from Hell, they'll read it on the air, and it'll make me feel better. And sometimes we're told that magically these things disappear from your life. So send us your must-goes. Just put must-go in the subject line and send it to radiofromhell@x96.com, and hopefully we'll get to it and read it on the air. I'll go first today. I have one of my own. When I look in the mirror and I look at myself and go, God, you really need some grooming, and then I don't do anything about it. I just
at that moment, Bill. That's when you take.
Well, I've lost
action.
my groomer. I've lost my groomer.
Is this a person or a tool?
Well, it was actually they won't let me at the Petco anymore. Oh. They won't let me in the Petco anymore.
You need a new.
I need a groomer. And I looked in the mirror yesterday and I went, I really need some work here. Anyway, so that must go. Let's see. This one says, you can use my name. I'm Larry of Riverton. The term near miss must go. I've been meaning to send this in for years, but with the boner Thursday, the 23rd, coming up Trump, I'm compelled to have you bring this up on the air so we can make this go away. Near miss has always irritated me. I work for an engineering company, and safety shares are always a big thing before meetings, and they're very welcoming and helpful, but the term near miss is always used. I think we all know if you were nearly hit with something,
you were hit with it.
It didn't hit you. If you were, no.
A near miss means
it says if you were nearly hit with something, it didn't hit you. But if it nearly missed you, it hit you. And that sucks. Near miss should go. Thank you for letting me listen. Geek Show says, hey, make mine a double. And Gina, you haven't ruined the show.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, yeah, he does say you haven't ruined the show yet. Let's see. This one says, I know it's early, but this is my list of things that must go for next week. Coworkers answering calls, emails, and texts while using the bathroom.
Yes.
It hasn't happened very often, but when you do, it completely changes the way I think of you. Every time I call you now, I wonder, am I going to hear a flush? Please wait until you complete your business to conduct business. Number two, coworkers who spend an entire meeting to posture themselves as the one who needs to solve a problem, constantly using buzzwords like critical urgency, agility efforts, or circle back, and yet not taking any action or responsibility does not make you look good. It's completely obvious to everyone what you're doing, and it's incredibly annoying. Thanks for letting me listen, Eric. And finally, this one. Healthcare insurance companies must go.
Amen.
They have been the biggest problem of my life. Gary?
Yes. Speaking of which, I went to the doctor yesterday. Now there's a new system. Where it's like you got to sign in online before your appointment. So a week ago, I sat down and did it all.
Yeah.
They want you to confirm your medication.
Everything. Yeah. They want all of that information. Yeah. And it was just like very thorough. And I thought, well, this is great. And it even says there, this will facilitate you getting in to see the doctor and out, and there you go. And so I filled out all the forms, and it took a while.
Yeah.
It was by no means easier than doing it at the office, but there you go. So I did it. And then I'm called up, and they said, we need you to fill out a couple of forms.
Yeah.
Did I do that
I did
already?
that online. Yeah. I did that online. Oh, we got a couple more for you. Why didn't you include those? And I looked at it, and after I did those, I went, you could have included these.
Yeah.
What's the point? Anyway, let's see. This one, you can use my name, Ben. Something that needs to go is the option to do an anonymous post on social media. On my neighborhood Facebook page, a lot of people are asking questions, seeking for help, or my favorite, taking and posting pictures of people's kids who are causing mischief, and posting a long bitching post about how they should punish their kids, whilst posting anonymously. Why are you hiding? Grow up. Let's resolve this issue, or we can help you with whatever questions you have. That's why I'm not on any of those neighborhood posts.
Yeah, me
because
either.
that's what it turns into eventually. It starts out with the best intentions, but as with everything in the internet, it turns into S. All right. Let's see. This one from does not say I can use the name. Catering to people who are late instead of those who come on time.
Yes.
Like holding up dinner or
Yes.
meetings, waiting for latecomers to show up before starting. Why do we reward this?
Amen.
We should be rewarding those that are on time. And finally, this one, Dirty Cliff, says, 1, the loss of sleep I've suffered from not knowing if Don's 4 nines allow him to have dental insurance. Number 2, Don not knowing if his 4 nines allow for dental insurance. 3, anything that isn't universal government-funded health care must go. Yes. Gina?
Here is a long one. It's things that must go last day of school edition.
Okay.
I'm a secretary at a local high school, and it's been a hell of a year. First thing that must go is parents calling the school 2 days before the end of the quarter, wondering what little junior can do to pass his classes. I don't know, maybe he should have been going to class? Do your homework? Study for a big test? You can't fix these things in the last 2 days of school, and it happens every quarter. Number 2, people call to talk to an administrator or a counselor, so I transfer the call to their office, and they call back like 30 seconds later saying they didn't answer their phone. Well, I can't see if everyone's in their office. They might have a student or a parent with them. They might be on another call. They're allowed to do that. Just call back later. Leave a message. That's what those are for. Number 3, some parents buy the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have every teacher since kindergarten sign the book to be given as a graduation gift.
Oh.
I think it's a lovely tradition, I really do. But please don't come to school and drop off the book with me saying, can you have all of Pookie's teachers sign this? I'll be back to pick it up next week. I'm not your secretary. I'm not kidding. I had 3 parents come in last month trying to get me to do that. I really wasn't trying to be rude when I said no, but are you kidding me? I don't have time to do that. Why don't you bring the book to parent-teacher conferences earlier in the year or something?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't have time to do this. Overall, I love my job. I love these kids. The vast majority of them are fantastic, and they really get a bad rap because of an obnoxious few. But thank you for giving me an outlet to vent some frustration.
Thank you very much.
Things that must go on the radio.